Hello and welcome to Studio 415.
On today's show, you will get an introduction to the freedom fighters at Carroll.
You'll hear how the digital design and Blu Flame programs keep expectations high for their students.
And you'll get to see the boys and girls swim team as they dive into their season.
All of that and more coming up next.
Welcome to Studio 415. I'm Katie Gloyd.
And I'm CZ Coconine.
The slave trade may be something that most people only think about in history class, but for some is a terrifying reality.
Two students here at Carroll have brought this fact to school in order to help raise awareness and support for those caught in the trade.
Studio 415 reporter Haley Carter has more on how the Freedom Fighters Club came to be.
Freedom Fighters Club is an army of students dedicated to lowering the number of victims within the slave trade. The club's very first meeting may have only had 7 in attendance, but the impact from it was much larger. The students attending the club learned the extent to which slavery is happening not only worldwide but in Indiana as well. There are more slaves now than any time in history. It's the fastest growing crime aside from drug trafficking with over 40.3 million victims. In order to help lessen these numbers, club leader Gracie Payton believes that their biggest goal is outreach.
I think a big thing this year is just to raise awareness, because a lot of people don't realize it's a problem or they don't realize how big of a problem it is, and to kind of just raise support for Destiny Rescue as well, because it's an organization that I really care about. So I think bringing it to Carroll will make other people care about it too.
Working together with Destiny Rescue, a nonprofit Christian organization that rescues children trapped in the sex trade, they have events planned in order to spur Carroll's interest. From getting t-shirts to putting posters in the halls, the club wants to spread the word as much as possible. In order to raise money for Destiny Rescue's goal of expanding and gaining more support for the victimized children, they plan on holding fundraisers during the school day that everyone can attend.
So the jewelry party is when Destiny Rescue provides us with an amount of jewelry, and we'll be selling it during activity period later in February. And all of the jewelry is handmade by rescued girls, and all of the proceeds go back to them, rescuing more girls and restoring their lives.
If you would like to support the club's efforts but can't join, you can follow Destiny Rescue at destiny.org, or you can follow the club at Carroll_freedom_fighters. For Studio 415, I'm Haley Carter.
Family is a word that is often used in the Carroll Culinary program.
Cooking for family and cooking with family. Studio 415 reporter Tyler Delagrange is here to share this family with you.
In my story, we cook with some interest in the culinary wing of the high school and learn more about the delicious work the students partake. There are many different classes offered in the culinary program, which includes Nutrition and Wellness, Advanced Nutrition and Wellness, Culinary 1, and Culinary 2. The Blu Flame team is a component of the second level of culinary. As students go up the pathway of classes, they learn more advanced techniques for creating dishes at the professional level. Family Consumer Sciences teacher Renee Sigmund says her childhood love for cooking and her early culinary beginnings motivate her today.
Those were some of the best times spent with family. You know, we'd be in the kitchen late at night, cracking jokes, laughing, crying because we're so tired, and that kind of thing. And I think that's just such a good way to bond with family. I find it a really good way to bond with students as well.
Sigmund has been a culinary educator for 12 years and has been with us here at Carroll for 16. Before coming here, Sigmund had also taught Wayne High School in North Carolina. She has grown very close to her students over the countless hours of prep, practice, and competitions. Alumni from our original 2006 Blu Flame team still return to visit and even help around the classroom. Senior and Blu Flame member Carmen Hartman appreciates the encouragement and personality that Sigmund brings to the classroom.
She's always there. She can relate to people, and she's actually really funny. I don't know, she's just a really good teacher.
Grading is largely based on student lab performance, such as skill tests and daily activities rather than written testing or writing. Students are required to work 75 hours during their time in Culinary Arts too, and a large part of that comes from Blu Flame. Blu Flame can be joined when students have enrolled into Culinary 1 or 2. The students run their own catering business where they provide meals for all sorts of events, from school staff meetings to parties and even weddings.
The last one that we did was the soccer banquet, and so we made like some chicken pasta and everything, and like all these dishes for it.
They also have a competition season where they compete in both culinary and culinary management tournaments. Culinary competitions typically consist of competitors being given an hour to cook up a 3-course meal with only 2 burners and no electricity, while judges observe their methods of doing so. Culinary management pits them against students from other schools to try to build up a business plan for a hypothetical restaurant built for success. They've become practiced for their season, and we wish them the best of luck this year. If you're interested in joining Culinary Arts or have any questions, contact Renee Sigmund at room 144. Their culinary fashion show is coming up on November 29th, Miro Center at Parkview Hospital. From Studio 415, I'm Tyler Delagrange.
From weight room to pool, Carroll swim members find themselves training countless hours for their upcoming season.
Studio 415 reporter Shelby Allman joins the swim team to dive into the season ahead.
The sound all swimmers recognize as hard work and dedication. Placing second at sectionals last year, the team looks forward to achieving higher placement in the standings. The practice schedule consists of early mornings 4 days a week and every day after school. The team also values strength as they pump iron 3 days a week.
Practice all day, every day. You just practice, school, repeat, day in and day out. No days off because it's all mandatory and stuff, so grind never stops.
The swimmers have a short off season to enjoy due to swim club running a majority of the year. Coach of the swim team, John Gibson, hopes to see his swimmers stay in the water year round.
Swimming is one of those sports where if you're out of the water for 2 or 3 months, you get back in, it takes a long time to get back into it.
With all the excitement revolving around this upcoming season, swimmers are putting most of their energy improving time-lapse and technique. Swimmers Tristan DeWitt and Marissa Kozel believes team unity to be a major goal this season.
I want to bring the team a little bit closer together. And, you know, because a team that's closer together is faster overall.
Main goal is definitely being closer as a team, but also being able to work really hard and win as many meets as possible.
Swimmers have many different motives to continue just a time commitment sport. Fun, competition, and finally, college opportunities.
I will be going to University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and I will swim there.
Just committed to IU a few weeks ago.
Carroll High School swim team is having their next meet on November 20th here at an auditorium. For Studio 415, I'm Shelby Altman.
Posters of different Carroll events are littered across the halls for everyone to see and appreciate.
The digital design students are the masterminds behind these posters, putting their all into creating promotions for these events.
In my story, you'll get to learn about the digital design classes and all they do to develop event posters.
My digital design classes provide poster designs for the different performances, for the musicals, the plays, and then the other student-led performances.
The students of the digital design classes, or DD classes, are the creators behind Carroll's performance posters, putting in time and effort to create such eye-catching pieces. The students go through a majority of steps to construct the posters we see in the halls today. Each student goes through several ideas before deciding on their own design and start to create the beginnings of a poster.
The students start by doing research on poster design. They research historical posters as well as modern trends in design. They learn a bunch of different techniques in Illustrator. They do sketches in pencil in their sketchbook.
These students go through weeks of critiques and redesigning, doing everything possible to make the posters the best they can be.
The project is about 2.5 weeks. Sometimes we push them, they have to work kind of hard, get to the end, and sometimes inspiration strikes and they really get it the first time.
Every student has their own favorite part in creating a poster. Some like the early stages when they're coming up with ideas, while others favorite the times when they work on the smaller details. Students like Brianna Lent prefer creating schemes.
I like picking color schemes. I think putting all the colors together is super fun, just kind of getting to do whatever you want with it.
The DD classes create posters for many of Carroll's events. The current posters are for the Carroll Classic, the Winter Celebration, and the school musical Ghost. While the known posters for the future are the Jazz Cafe, the Show Choir Invitational, and the Spring Play, which is still to be decided. While walking in the halls, the posters tend to be overlooked, and the same goes for the creators. So the next time you pass one on your way to class, be sure to acknowledge the hard work that goes into them. For Studio 415, I'm Kitty Gloyd. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.
We want to hear your stories, so please let us know in advance when an event is happening.
For all of us here at Studio 415, have a great week, Carroll.
Days and friendly smiles, walk the halls with me. Studio 415. Watch the news unfold. Another dull moment. Students today create our future.